One of the things that you might find difficult at times whenever you're selling on Etsy is really trying to determine how much you need to charge for each of your items. So I put together this pricing model for you. Nest had shared a pricing model with me that I had shared with some of you, but I honestly found that pricing model a little confusing. And as a seller, I didn't feel like it gave me quite enough detail. So I put together one of my own, and I'm going to walk you through on how to use it. So whenever you get the pricing model and you open it up, here's how it's going to look. Note here that it says only edit the yellow cells, and that's because some of these other cells like this has formulas in it, and so if you overwrite these cells, then your pricing model isn't going to work. So just make sure you're not editing anything that's unless it's in a yellow cell. Other thing is you'll notice that like right here you will see some numbers that are already there. Again, this is purposeful because there are some things like this right here and here that is going to be the same for everybody and doesn't change. So again, don't edit anything that's down here. Okay, so the first thing you might want to do, I suggest you do one of these for each individual product you sell. So I'm going to do this one for my 4 Directions necklace. And the first thing I want to do is I want to figure out how much time does it take me to make the necklace and package it up whenever a customer makes the purchase. So the necklace takes me about 20 minutes to create, and then I'm allowing another 10 minutes for packaging the item. So I'm going to put 0.5 here, which is half an hour. So that's 0.5. If it was 1 hour, it would just be 1. If something only takes you 15 minutes, it would be 0.25. Okay, now we're back on track. Okay, so it takes me half an hour to create, and now I have to figure out how much is it that my time is worth? How much do I want to pay myself? So think of yourself as an employee, and in fact, you may have help from your family members in creating items, and so maybe you need to pay them a little something. So figure out what your time is worth. For me, I don't like to create and sell anything unless I can make at least $30 an hour for my time. So that's what I put in here is my hourly rate. So that means whenever I sell one of these necklaces, I need to make sure I'm making at least $15 because my hourly rate is $30. It takes me 30 minutes. So therefore, I just need to make sure that I'm making at least $15 after all of the Etsy fees and the cost of my materials and all of that. So next, come down here and start listing out all of the items that you use to create the specific product. And how much each of those items cost just for that item. So corn beads, I actually grow these, so I don't have to purchase them. However, it does take my time, to take care of the plants. I have to water them, so I'm going to give them a value of $2 per necklace. The sinew, I buy one of those big spools of the synthetic sinew, which is like $14. And, on items like that, sometimes it's a little hard to determine like what's the cost of the amount that you're using for a specific item. And sometimes you just have to guess. And so I'm going to guess for my sending, I'm just going to put in here 25 cents. The clasp that I use is 41 cents each, and I use about $3 worth of seed beads in each one of these necklaces. So you can see there, oh, sorry, that was wrong, 0.41. Okay, that's better. So you can see that the cost of the materials that I use for this necklace is $5.66. And now I need to come over here and determine all of my shipping. And I offer free shipping, and that's actually why I had that cell not highlighted in yellow, because everyone really should be using free shipping. You don't have to. If you want to pass that cost on to your customers, you can. But Etsy really will give preference to sellers who offer free shipping, and they're going to put those listings in front of the customer first. So the best thing you can do is just go ahead, offer free shipping, and then make sure you're just calculating that shipping amount back into the cost that you're going to sell the item for. And so for my box, this necklace comes in, it cost me $4 to ship. And then I've got the box itself. What else? I use that shred fill. Whenever I'm packaging these, I include a thank you card. I have a sticker that I close the box with. I also have the cost of a shipping label that I have to print. And I put each of my necklaces into an organza bag. Let me see, the cost of my box is 44 cents. The shred fill, I buy it in bulk, and again, this is just one of those things I had to guess, like what the cost should be for the amount I'm using. My thank you cards, that's easy. I know those are 10 cents a piece. My stickers are 44 cents. My shipping labels are 7 cents. And my organza bags are 10 cents. Okay. Okay. So there we have it. So I've got all the cost to actually make the item, and then I have everything it's going to cost me to package and ship the item. Now I can come up here and start playing around with the listing price. And as you enter the listing price here, you're going to see that this down here is going to start filling in for you. So let me explain what this is. There are, most of the time when you make a sale, your estimated payout is going to be over here without offsite ads. So Etsy has a fee or a program where they do advertising of your items outside of the Etsy platform. So they'll do like ads on Facebook and other different social media channels. And if you are signed up to use offsite ads for one of your items, then Etsy is going to charge you 15%. If somebody actually makes the purchase. If they just click on the ad, you don't get charged anything, but if they actually make the purchase, then you're going to have to pay out 15% of whatever your listing price is. So if I made a sale, if I had it priced my necklace at $40, I've calculated my cost, and I actually am using offsite ads for this product, and someone makes the purchase, then my estimated payout is going to be $18.58. Now, what I want to do is I want to compare that. Okay, well, the minimum rate that I want paid is $15. And the amount that I would actually get paid is $18.58. So I'm good there. So $40, I would be fine selling this necklace for $40. Now, again, most of the time, people are making purchases inside the Etsy platform. And so most of the time, this is what I'm getting paid. So if I sell a necklace for $40 and someone is in Etsy and they run across my store or one of my listings, then this is the amount that Etsy is going to pay me, the $24.58. So you can see that's well above the minimum $15 that I need. So net profit margin, try to explain this. I'm sure most of you probably know. This just means what percentage of profit am I making after all of these expenses has been paid. So you can see here, again, this is where you're going to be at most of the time. Whenever I make a sale of one of these necklaces, my profit margin is 61%. That's pretty good. So one thing you can do here is you can play around with this pricing model. You can change the price. So see, if I sold this necklace for $30 and someone purchased it through an offsite ad, I would be losing money. I mean, I wouldn't be making the $15 that I want to make for my time. Now, if I sold this necklace for $30 and it was just someone that was already in the Etsy platform, again, this is the case probably 90% of the time, then I would make $15.53. So I am making, at least my minimum $15. So you can just play with this and just see like, oh, there's no way I could charge $20 for this necklace. And so just play with that and change your listing price. Just make sure that whatever this amount here is equal to or greater than your minimum rate of pay. Move this down just a little bit to show you. So this is just one of the examples. So it'll be included in this workbook that I send you. And then I sent another example over here. Sorry, it's going to look a little bit different. I changed the way that this looked just so that everything would be squished together and a little bit easier for you to read than the way I had it, to where it was, long, because then that required you to have to scroll down. So don't let that confuse you. I'll change it before I send it to you, but this is the way that it will look whenever you get it.